I literally bought a plastic cover for my Visa is essentially what happened here. Like I was like, beep. Hey there, my handsome and pretty little Cobras, and welcome back to the Cobra's Nest. For those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra and I make minimalism videos. So long-time subscriber Dikshaya has asked for a video request. She's asked, can I do an updated SLG collection? And I would love to. You guys know, ask and you shall receive. So that is what I'll be sharing with you guys today. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my updated, actually they're all on the table, updated SLG collection. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's get it, let's go. Woo. So I actually have quite a bit. I went around the house collecting all my pieces. Some of them are like in different bags. Sometimes I like keeping them together. So I went around and I collected everything. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys what my SLG collection is looking like. You guys know that I used to be an extreme minimalist. So a lot of these pieces are either very recent or they're very old from either before I was a minimalist or from my extreme minimalism days. So a lot of them have history and stuff like that. And I like my collection. My collection has been collected over the years, so it's very slow and intentional. There are no impulse purchases in here whatsoever. So yeah, let's see if I can go in order from oldest to newest. I'll try my best. So let's go with my oldest piece first. So this is my oldest wallet out of my collection. I had an old Dur wallet that you guys saw in one of my declutters. It was that pink Kate Spade, which was from before I was a minimalist, but by the time I got around to it, the plastic had cracked while it was trapped in my room for 2 years. So because of that, I decluttered it. So that would have been my oldest wallet. So now my oldest wallet is this one. This one I want to say is maybe 4 or 5 years old. I bought this while I was still in med school. This is genuine leather. I bought this at a leather shop while I was in Taiwan. It was very expensive. This was like $700. It's genuine leather. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside. It's very true minimalistic. It's very high grade leather. You can't really tell on camera obviously, but in person it's like such a soft grain. I think it's calf skin, I'm not sure, but this was at the time where I had this thought process where as an extreme minimalist I should just invest in a very good grade wallet. And at the time, because I lived in China, and this is before there was like Weixin Pay or Zhifubao, which are like digital wallets, that's how you know how old this wallet is. This was, everything was just cash. So right now you guys can see that this is all just like my Taiwanese cash, but when I used to use it, I used to use renminbi, which is Chinese dollars, and I would just use everything physical bill. So I needed this type of wallet because that was what the kind of lifestyle I had. Obviously now in 2023 you're gonna see that the majority of my wallets now are all card holders, just because I literally just use a Visa. But at the time, my lifestyle, I needed a physical wallet for my physical bills. So that is why I have a long wallet. Other than that, I would never buy a long wallet again, just because like it doesn't suit my lifestyle, but it did at the time. So that is what she looks like. All right, let's go on to the next one. Okay, so the next one I have is this one. This one was, unlike the other one, this one is quite affordable. It is also leather. Leather product in Taiwan is very affordable. They have great craftsmanship for leather, and it can be affordable and it can be expensive. It just really depends where you look. So I actually got this one from Nat, and this one is genuine leather. You can see that like glossy shine that like leather has. It's very oily because I use the hell out of this. This one is from my extreme minimalism days. I'm gonna cover the back. You guys can see it has my like Canadian license on here, so I obviously don't want to show you guys, but yeah, it's like, actually let me just take it out. Like, why am I covering this up? Let me just take this out. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so this is what it looks like on the back. It just has some of my Visas, and then on the inside it just has like more cards and some coins, some like Korean coins and some Taiwanese coins. This has just pretty much become my catch-all now. I've retired it. She has been very well loved. I want to say I bought this 1 year after I bought this one, just because this one is really big. I needed something smaller to fit in my purses, so that's why I ended up getting this one. This one is very highly YSL inspired. Originally, I bought this because I wanted to buy this. I think you guys can kind of see the kind of feeling. It's very similar. So that's what this was. This was very like a YSL inspired. You can see with the quilting and everything. You guys are going to see like I kind of have a type. So I really like black and gold wallets. I don't like black and gold wallets anymore. You'll see in my newer stuff, I prefer a beige wallet because that's my aesthetic. But when your girl was a hardcore minimalist, this was the vibe. Okay, so let's go on to the next wallet. So the wallet that came after those. So this is actually a more recent purchase. I bought this in 2020. No, end of 2020, 2021. Yeah, end of 2020 or even or beginning of 2021. In that time, this is when I came back to Canada. So this is my first like little bougie purchase that I bought myself when I was starting to kind of leave the extreme minimalist mindset. So yeah, this is another in line with like this black aesthetic. So you guys can see I do have a type. So this one is from Coach, and this is in the embossed leather. So it has the Coach monogram, but it's like all leather print. And it's like a zip wallet. It has the full logo. Some of the newer Coach models, they just print it on, and I'm just like, what in the world? Like, I'm sorry, I don't approve of that. I don't think that that's right, that they should be like lowering the cost, because some of the pricing is almost the same. For me, as you'll see with some of my other pieces, it needs to have the pop-up. I never buy the Coach one that doesn't have that, because I just feel like, hello, could we have some like metal hardware, please? So anyway, this is what the wristlet looks like. I used to have the canvas type. You guys know the one I'm talking about. And in my extreme minimalism days, I decluttered that. So this is that replacer. And I decided to kind of bouge out and get a leather one instead of a canvas type. So you guys can see how oily this is, that shine, you know, with like the, is it called the vachetta? Is that what that's called? Where like the oil goes onto the leather over use of time. So this is what it looks like on the inside, just like that. I know a lot of my subscribers also really like Coach, so I've done my best to put back these things inside and tell you guys. So this is the care instructions and then the pricing. So I bought this one. Let me see if I can hold that up for you guys. So this is in the black, and then the pricing for this was 98 Canadian, but I did not buy it for 98 Canadian. I got it on sale for Black Friday for $39.99. So just put that back in there, because I know some of my subscribers have literally personally hunted me down on Instagram just to ask me the pricing of certain pieces that I've shown in my videos. So I'll just save you guys the trouble and tell you guys how much I paid for the piece, if I can remember. Okay, so let's see the next piece that I got. So this one, the next piece that I got was this one. This is in the chalk, so I'll explain. This one was a little too big and it would kind of irk me. There was a lot of dead space at the top. If you guys know, like cards and bills kind of go here, and there's like this dead space, and that used to kind of bother me after about a year of using this. So I downsized and I got a card holder, and it was actually through this transition that I realized that I really like card holders, especially with my lifestyle here in, you know, North America as compared to Asia, which is more cash based. Although I feel maybe less so now, but more so maybe it's just a me problem. I don't know. I find here in North America you really don't need cash the way you do in Asia. So because of that, I kind of downsized or downgraded. I want to say downsized to these type of card holders. So this is the one that I have. So this is the skinny ID from Coach. It's this one. There is a thinner one, and I have this thinner one, which I will show you guys in a sec. So this is my tempo reading. I just stuck it in there for good luck. So I got the gold. So this is the chalk with the gold. And then when you open up on the inside, you can just put more stuff. These are just more tempo readings if you guys are wondering what those are. Some of these tempo readings are from like when I go to temples, I have one. So this is the temple reading from Japan. I got Daji. If you're Asian and you can read like either Chinese or Japanese, Daji means grand luck. So this is very difficult to get. So I kept this. This is from my Japan trip. I want to say 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago. So still have it with me. I also have a temple reading from before I went to med school. So this is 7 years old, and this temple reading said I would be blessed with love and money, but no fame. That's probably why my channel never blew up, but yeah, I still have it. And then I also have another one. I think this one, I got good luck in this one, so that's why I kept it. This one is 2 years old, and this is from Taiwan. And I'm going to show you guys the pricing for this one, because I know a lot of you guys like to ask about that. So here it is. The camera never picks it up, so I'll just read it for you guys. So this one is in the colorway chalk, and it's comparable at 88 Canadian, and I also got it on sale. I want to say $40. This one was $40. I didn't get it for any particular sale, not like a Black Friday or anything like that. I just needed a wallet at the time, so I just bought it for the outlet pricing, which I think was $40. So yeah, 50% off. So the next wallet that I got is also Coach. I think you guys can see that I really like Coach. So this one is in the classic brown and black monogram. I really like this colorway. A lot of my larger Coach pieces fit this. So if you're wondering why did I downgrade from this one to this one, so you guys can see how thin this one is in comparison to this one. It's like half the thinness. So I needed something even thinner. Sometimes I was like kind of annoyed, especially if you guys have seen seen my skinny bags, they're very, very small. So I need something even thinner. So I ended up getting this, which literally I just stick my Visa at the back here. So it's literally like just like a card, and I just go beep when I pay. I literally bought a plastic cover for my Visa is essentially what happened here. Like I was like beep. But anyway, let me show you guys the other bags that I have that are in this monogram, so you guys can see that I put my money where my mouth is. I love, love, love this print. When I think of like the Coach print, this is what I think of. Literally this. Okay, let me show you guys. So I have the travel tote in this print, the black and brown monogram. It's the canvas monogram. This isn't leather. For the longest time growing up, my whole life, I thought this was leather. I later learned that this is actually just canvas, which is why it's so light, which is why I really like this, and I really like LV products, because I find that once I bought my first actual leather one, which I'll show you guys in a sec, this one is made of leather, and they're so heavy, and that's when I realized I don't like leather products. I like the canvas products. I still get like that luxurious, durable feeling, like without the weight. Leather is very heavy. For anyone out there who has leather pieces, I think you can agree. This was the last leather piece that I picked up. I was like, I can't. It's not for me. And then I just wanted to show you guys this one. So this one is also in this canvas material, you guys can see. And yeah, this is among one of my earlier Coach pieces. This one is very old. I've had this one since, I want to say, first year of med school. So that would make it now 5 years plus 3 years. This bag is 8 years old. So she has held up so beautifully. Only the bottom trim is leather, and then the materialing here is the Coach monogram canvas. So yeah, you guys can see, like I really like this aesthetic. I think that it fits with like my complexion. They have the chalk, but it pulls very like warm, and as you guys know, I'm more of a cool tone, so I felt like this was very classic and this would wear very well, and it's held up very beautifully throughout the years. I never feel like I'm wearing a trend piece. I always feel like I'm wearing something classic, so because of that, I just kind of stick with the more classic print. Just like I feel like you guys can kind of tell that this is a more trendier piece, even though they're both, you know, technically monogram. This is the embossed leather and this is the canvas monogram, but you guys can see how much more trendier this piece looks versus this piece. Oh, I have my little coin purse, but I feel like this is actually really old. So let me show you guys my coin purse. This one's actually very old. I should have put this earlier in the video, but yeah, let me just show you. So this one is leather as well, and you guys can see from that shine, like this is leather. This was a gift from Will's mom. On the inside, originally, this was like, so if you know anything about Asian culture, sometimes you have the stamp with your like Chinese name on it. So that's what this was. My Chinese stamp is in Taiwan, but I upcycled the baggie and I turned it into a coin purse because it's literally like the perfect size. Like this thing holds my coins just so perfectly. So yeah, it's literally like, yeah, it's like just coins. So we use these coins for putting them inside the shopping carts at Walmart. So that's what we need these for. So I have newer pieces. I'm trying to think what order. Yes, this is what came next. The other ones are in my China trip, which came later. So for Christmas, Will's mom got me this one. So this is the True Identity from Lululemon. So you guys can see there the logo. It's a black monogram on the black print. So this is very minimal and low key. If you guys know anything about Lululemon, they have a lot of like funky colors, but as you guys have seen, I have a thing for just like black pieces. Feel like for wallets, I don't like to see tear and wear on wallets. I want them to last forever. So yeah, as I've mentioned, with that leather bag, I realized I didn't want any more leather products and I prefer more of a canvas. So when I saw that they had something in nylon that's like very light and very easy, I was like, yes, please, let's do that. So that is what it looks like. It was a gift, so I'm not too sure how much this costs, but I'll put up the price here for anyone who is curious. The colorways depend on the season. I don't think that they might have the black one in stock, but I do know that they have other colors. So if you're into that, you could definitely pick up like a different color. So yeah, this one is just another card holder, literally a case for my Visa. I'll just put my Visa in there and then just tap and pay, and that's literally the only function of this. There's really not much space for anything else, but I like that it's small and sleek and it fits inside of my like little mini bags. So let's talk about this one. So I have mentioned in other videos in my what's in my minimalist bag, for those of you who have seen it. So this one is actually from DHgate. Full disclaimer, full transparency, I don't believe in lying to my subscribers. So this is, I bought this in, when did I buy this? I want to say say 2021, yeah, is when I bought this. I bought this for my birthday. I treated myself. I didn't mention in the video how much it cost then, but I feel like transparency is key, so I'll mention how much I paid for it here. So I paid 80 Canadian for this. The original, I think before the price increase, I think it was like $5.99, 500, maybe even 600 now with the price increase. I stopped watching this just because once I actually got, you know, a replica, I realized that I really don't like large wallets. These wallets, like, they are really massive. So let me take that out. If you're wondering like what the whole set looks like. So yeah, it came with an authentication card. I'm sure the numbers are just gibberish. And then a little baggie. This baggie I use for holding my makeup. Currently I have another bag for holding my makeup. So at the time I've retired this, but I'm big on using all components of stuff. So normally I use this for putting in my makeup. And then the box, I just like put pens in there. But currently that's not how I'm using it. So, and I'm not using the wallet, so it just gets stored in here. So yeah, so let me show you guys what this one is. This is not made of leather, so that is a plus. It's not heavy because it's made of some sort of plastic material. It's pretty good. It's held up pretty nicely, but unfortunately because it is some sort of like plastic, or I don't know what you call that, some sort of vinyl finish, there are like little nicks here in the material, which is kind of unfortunate, but the hardware has held up very beautifully. I don't know if it's like a similar plating, but despite that, it's actually held up quite nicely. It has a lot of things that are very similar to the authentic one. I went into the store and compared them. It has the exact same emboss here. The emboss says like Saint Laurent Paris, and it has just 4 slots. It has 2 here in the front and then 2 here, sorry, 2 in the back and 2 in the front, and you can just put bills and cards and stuff like that. It even fits a lipstick if you want to give it a good squeeze, but it makes the wallet even fatter than it is. This wallet is so fat. I don't know if I can show you. Let me show you guys to show you how fat this wallet is in comparison to an actual like bag. So this one is my Coach camera bag. So you can see like it's a pretty generous sized. This is just, yeah, their classic camera bag. I don't know if you guys can see, it's almost as thick as my camera bag. When I would put this inside my camera bag, because I would wear these together, when I would put this in, I had no space for anything else. And I mean, it's just like not a vibe, you know, trying to like fit things in. And it's actually because of that, because I want this to fit, you know, everything. That's why I downgraded or downsized to being able to have thinner wallets that just fit in there, because like there's just so much puff to this. There's just so much unnecessary puff, and I just don't have the real estate for it. So because of that, this is a wallet that I have pretty much retired. I don't wear it at all anymore. I literally just put it on display in my room because okay, so that's that. All right, so let me show you guys the next 2 pieces that I have. So I actually had a subscriber ask me about this little piece. This is a very similar aesthetic to the what do you call this? Oh my gosh, what is this? The key clay. Yeah, it's a very similar aesthetic to the key clay. It has a chain, the little clippy thingy, very similar aesthetic. So yeah, so this one is the LV Demure inspired print. It's very similar. It doesn't have any printing or anything like this. It isn't a replica. It doesn't have any branding on it whatsoever. It's very simplistic. It's just, you know, inspired, I would say, because there's literally nothing written on it whatsoever. It's a great catch-all. I love the size of these things. As I've mentioned, you guys know that I like these very small. Like, it's even smaller than a card holder. It's a perfect catch-all. Like, I literally put like a mini perfume sample and like my lipsticks, maybe 1 or 2 lipsticks in there, and then that's it. And then I just clip this and we are good to go. I love these. I think these are so much fun, and this was very affordable. This was literally 8 RMB. I think that's like a quarter Canadian. I think that's like 25 cents. It was very, very, very affordable. I ordered this when I was in China. I ordered it off of Taobao and I sent it to the house, and the quality is amazing. And for like, you know, 25 cents, this is some next level stuff. And I love the colorway. As you guys can see, my more newer pieces are that beige color because I like beige. I'm very very basic in that sense. And then so this is my last one, so let me show you guys. Aww. I freaking love this one. So this one was a little treat to myself. You guys saw that I recently went to Hawaii and I picked this up. This is such a massive splurge for me because you guys know that I'm really, you know, careful with my money. I'm very like, you know, intentional with my money, and I don't want to be wasteful. So I wanted to get something that was very meaningful and very sentimental. So yeah, so I ended up getting the key clay. I got this in Hawaii. I heard that Hawaii is a lot better for pricing. So USD, I didn't even bother to check the conversion, but yeah, in USD this was 210 $209. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was on the strip on the in the downtown Hawaii. We went to Waikiki, so that is so freaking cute. I love this one a lot. It has, let me show you guys, the LV monogram. Is that what it's called? The engraving here on the I don't even know what you call that, the clippy thingy. And then it has the LV here, and then when you open it on the inside, it has my credit cards. So let me just take that out because I don't want you guys to see. But yeah, so on the inside here we have, it says Louis Vuitton, Paris, made in France, and that's what it looks like. And this is my current wallet. As you guys know, that I like something really small that I can just like put my stuff in, zip it, and oh my gosh, zip it and go. And that is my current wallet. So freaking love that. Okay, and then my next one here I have is the Goyard long wallet, which goes with the Goyard bag. So these two go together. So yeah, so this was a big luxury treat. I ended up picking this one up in the Goyard in Beijing. So I'm not too sure about there being Goyard here in Toronto. So because of that, I was like, okay, let me just get this in China. So this is my Goyard bag. This is from my China trip. So yeah, when I see this, it just reminds me of like me having graduated and just like, oh, like Goyard bags are not as sturdy as some of the more like sturdier materials, so I really only use this for like light travel. And then I unclipped the little strap, and yeah, so this one I just use when I travel, and then this one I just use for keeping cash. Sometimes I need to like grab cash when I just, you know, need to grab cash. So yeah, it's just bills, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this little mini SLG. It is not very minimalistic, to be completely honest, but all my pieces are intentional and I've accumulated them throughout the years, so I feel like this is good. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and thank you so much to Dick Shy for the video request. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.